3 News Now this week.
The last time investigators say they believe Ryan Larson was seen was at his apartment complex here near 83rd and Harrison, about an hour and 50 minutes after he left his elementary school. But they also believe that he was caught on camera here near the La Vista Kino, a few minutes before. But they are sending that surveillance video off to the FBI to be evaluated because they're not quite sure if it's Ryan. They want to be sure before they release any of that footage out. La Vista police are asking anyone who was in this area last Monday to go back and search their memories for anything they may have noticed.
Think back, if you may have seen something, if you may have seen Ryan, the young man, our 11-year-old missing boy.
La Vista police say they are also working with authorities from Hammond, Indiana, where they had a very similar case here recently in which a child with autism had gone missing. And they're putting some of those tips into action by lowering the water at Walnut Creek and things like that. But again, that 11-year-old is still missing. The La Vista police are asking anyone who is out and about this Memorial Day weekend to keep an eye out for anything odd, and that includes odd smells. They say if you notice anything out of the ordinary, to call the police immediately. Reporting live in La Vista, I'm Jessica Edson with 3 News Now.
And if you see Ryan, call 911. If you have any information that can help investigators, call the La Vista Police Department or the Sarpy County Sheriff's Office. The numbers are listed right there on your screen.
And you can find more information about the search for Ryan on our app and website. That's 3newsnow.com.
A student from the University of Nebraska-Lincoln is missing in Hawaii, and police are looking for your help. 23-year-old Samuel Martinez flew to Kauai on May 12th for a hike and camp on the island, but he missed his flight back home on May 25th. 3 News Now reporter Isabella Basco talked to his family and joins us live in studio to share how they're coping.
Well, Courtney, Samuel's parents, Ted and Sherry Martinez, say they are feeling deep concern at the current situation. Right now, there's a missing person report for Samuel in Hawaii. All day yesterday, there were 25 law enforcement members looking for their son. Still, his family is optimistic they'll find him.
It's a lot of, changes in the way we're feeling with different things that come in, but it's this family is incredible.
Ted and Sherry Martinez are holding on to family and faith in order to find Samuel.
We believe in our heart of hearts, knowing Samuel like we do, that he is just as likely to be rescuing and helping somebody else out of harm's way, or they are injured, as he is to be injured himself or lost.
Kauai police received information from a fellow hiker about Samuel. He was seen at the Kokee State Park campsite on May 13th. The hiker had a conversation with Samuel, who says seemed well.
There's been a call into the Kauai Police Department yesterday. A store clerk at a grocery store did see him, and so they pulled video footage. And we'll hear today if that was Samuel. We're certain it is. He's pretty easily identifiable. We have all of his gear, photos of his gear, because we have his Amazon account.
The Martinez family is confident in the search efforts since fellow campers are volunteering to help find him.
And it's just incredible because we've never seen any of these people. And from what we hear about the island, it's just good people. And we're just seeing that because people are just dropping what they're doing and they're going to help us because we can't do it ourselves. So they're out there helping us.
If you could say something to Samuel right now, wherever he is in the world, what would you say to him?
We've been talking to him, and then I'm just telling him to listen for us, and there's people coming right now, and just be Samuel. I mean, he's just the strongest mind, the strongest kid I know, and he's just Hank, just have faith, and we're coming, Sam.
Now, the search started back up today. Ted tells me the Department of Land and Natural Resource Rangers and officers, Kauai Fire Department, Police Department, and Civil Air Patrol all participated in the search. There were more than 100 volunteers.
Isabella, what are Samuel's parents being told about the search efforts at this point?
Well, Courtney, the police, fire department, civil air patrol, and rangers use aerial assets and boots on the ground to search Sam's known campsite reservation locations. They've passed out flyers and talked to other hikers who might have seen him on the trails. Now, this holiday weekend, it's one of their busiest. There are approximately 1,000 hikers and campers out there.
Wow, really busy there. And how is the search going today?
Well, the last time I talked to his father, a similar group with less members are going out and using more technology. They're going to be trying to gain access through Verizon to Sam's cell phone and then possible GPS location.
Thanks for joining us, Isabella. And of course, our thoughts are with Samuel's family. We'll continue to follow this story and update you with any new information we get.
Well, it was a call they did not expect. One of their adopted children had a biological sister in Korea. Would they adopt her too? The Fieser family said, of course. In today's Positively the Heartland, we introduce you to a Papillion family that has grown beyond their own expectations during a time with some added challenges. The Fieser family says they've had to adapt.
We joke and say they're a little bit much because it's pretty loud in our house.
It's loud in our house.
Life is a bit hectic.
I was laying out their dinner the other night and I put 5 plates out and I'm like, that's a lot of plates to make every meal. Like, I feel like all I do is feed them.
Their family of 7 just joined together in Nebraska last week after mom Amy returned from Korea to bring home 2-year-old Hannah.
And Hannah has had quite the change. In Korea, she was in a foster family where she was the only child. Here she has 4 big brothers. Evan is 10, Taylor is 9, Jacob is 6, and Connor is also 2.
They first turned to adoption for their second child, Taylor. Had such a good experience in Korea and wanted a third, so they went that route again for Jacob.
5 months after bringing Jacob home, I got the surprise of my life and was pregnant with Connor. So he joined us in 2018, and then our family was complete again. And then we got the call for Hannah.
A rare sibling call from the adoption agency. Jacob had a baby sister. Would they be interested?
And at first I said, well, absolutely not. I can't do 5 kids, but once we thought about it and saw her picture, there was no way we could say no.
The experience of getting Hannah home to Nebraska had challenges. Typically, they'd go for 2 trips, court and then custody. But COVID,
Korea has a 14-day mandatory quarantine, so it doesn't make sense to do 2 trips. So my wife, Superwoman over here, did 2 months by herself in Korea, waiting for custody.
Dad Andrew was there for the first part of the trip, but then returned home. Jacob stayed with mom to be there to meet his biological sister.
Enjoyed the country and the culture and the food, but I missed home a lot.
The family understands Hannah is now dealing with her own away from home struggles.
So new name, new language, new family, new foods. She lived in a big city. She was afraid to walk in the grass at first.
But she's doing well and fully supported.
So we never set out to have 5 kids, but we would never have it any other way.
I wouldn't change it.
Because louder than the chaos, clearer than the language barrier, is the feeling of love.
Is your family complete now?
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
100%. With certainty.
When you see this family now all together. And Amy's a teacher, so she'll be home with all the kids this summer. She said she's a recovering type A, that she's just had to kind of throw that out the window as she deals with all of the kids and all of the joy they bring, but obviously a little chaos too.
President Biden is taking more executive action. This time it affects Nebraska landowners. The president of the Nebraska Farm Bureau recently sent the Biden administration a letter asking for clarity on his 30 by 30 climate executive order. 3 News Now reporter Ariana Martinez spoke with farmers in our area about the concerns and frustrations they have with this executive order.
Farming seems mighty easy when your plow is a pencil and the nearest cornfield is over 1,000 miles away.
The concerns Nebraska Farm Bureau has with President Biden's executive order on setting aside 30% of our land and water for conservation is that we really don't know what he means by either set aside or put it in the conservation. So we're asking for clarification from the administration.
In the letter sent to President Biden, the president of the Nebraska Farm Bureau expresses his frustration with the communication the ag industry has received from the White House so far, stating given the lack of detail in the executive order itself, as well as Interior Secretary Haaland's inability or unwillingness to answer questions about the executive order during her confirmation hearing, more information on the executive order and its goals are desperately needed before any action by the administration be taken.
At this point, we haven't received any correspondence from our letter and correspondence from our members asking the same question.
So what could this executive order mean for farmers?
Taken to the extreme would be the federal government coming in and acquiring private property and asking us or telling us that we have to do certain conservation practices on our property that we own or the water. And so that's the top of the concern, that there'll be a gross government federal overreach into private property rights.
And how could this impact us?
If we were to take 1/3 of the grazing land away in the state, beef would become very hard to find. If we were to take 1/3 of our row crop land out, the prices of commodities would be so high.
Farmers have different conservation efforts in place so that their crops and livestock can flourish, such as windbreaks, terraces to keep water and soil from rolling down the hill, and cover crops to put nutrients back into the land, just to name a few.
When it comes to agriculture in the Midwest is that during the summer and the peak of corn production, we produce 40% more oxygen than the Amazon rainforest.
Farmers and ranchers in Nebraska urge the Biden administration to come visit these farms and ranches to see firsthand the conservation practices being used day in and day out, and allow them to have a seat at the table when talking about executive orders related to agriculture. In rural Washington County, Ariana Martinez, 3 News Now.
Those with concerns about the plan could have more answers soon. The president has asked the secretaries of the Interior, Agriculture, and Commerce to submit a plan for executing the 30 by 30 by the end of this month.
Well, for one, we're just glad it was over.
Mayor Mike Evans is pleased the city can finally move forward with its annexation plans that were in the works long before he took office 6 months ago. The city was quickly growing before the annexations, and he now believes the city can better control the growth with these new annexations.
And we need the ability to manage that growth. And if we don't, kind of have that control to manage what's going on and build the infrastructure we need to where we think needs to be, it's really difficult.
The new city land will largely be east of Gretna, with the biggest patch being along the I-80 corridor. That stretch includes Walmart, Sapp Brothers, and Vallis Pumpkin Patch.
Super businesses, involved.
County Attorney Lee Polikoff told me over the phone that he fought the case to the state Supreme Court because he's concerned of the higher taxes ag producers will have to pay due to them losing their Greenbelt status now that they will be within Gretna city limits. Tim Vowell of Vallis Pumpkin Patch also told me over the phone he was disappointed for that same reason. Evans says while taxes may go up for some, they'll now have a stake in the city.
Taxes might go up, but now you have a say in the government, or you're just part of the community. So there is some value just being with us, but we obviously want to deliver as much value and hopefully save them money as well in the long run.
Now, Sarpy County argued to the Nebraska Supreme Court that a city the size of Gretna cannot annex rural land such as this, which is the law. But the Supreme Court ruled that because this land is likely going to be developed in the future, it can in fact be annexed.
In all of Sarpy County, there's just not much rural land left, whether it's by Springfield or Papillion or Gretna. A lot of this land is, if not developed, there's developers looking at developing it. So while they may look like cornfields, there's plans behind almost all those cornfields.
The city currently sits at 5,000 residents, and the annexations could take months to complete, but when finished, will likely push the city population to over 8,000 people.
If it grows, it grows. The community and our values is really what it's about.
In Gretna, John Kipper, 3 News Now.
Councilmember Logan Herring says that the city will also be looking into adding more city council wards, meaning there could be new city council members added to lead the city. Republican gubernatorial candidate Charles Herbster owns properties in 6 states. He runs businesses in Nebraska, Missouri, and Minnesota.
He charters flights with close advisors of former President Donald Trump, and he also has a habit of paying his property taxes late, sometimes very late.
Herbster already knew that 3 News Now investigators were digging into his past when he announced his run to be Nebraska's next governor, so he raised the issue himself.
Here's what 3 News Now investigator Aaron Sandiford found.
Nebraska gubernatorial candidate Charles Herbster owns agribusinesses in several states. Part of his pitch is a plan to lower your property taxes, but he hasn't always paid his, at least not on time.
I know what it is. to pay your land taxes late.
Here's what he said in April.
I'm sure I'm the only one here that's ever paid their taxes late. Okay, I know what it is, but let me share something with you. I always paid it. Many times it was really, really late. I paid a 14% interest rate. I paid the penalties.
What Herbster didn't say was how often he and some of his businesses have been late, around 600 times over the past 2 decades, based on county property records from at least 6 states. No place has seen more of those late payments than Richardson County, Nebraska. 3 News Now identified 29 properties Herbster and his companies own where he grew up. It's where he operates Herbster Angus Farms. Records show he and his privately held companies have paid property taxes late at least 529 times there since the mid-1990s. The Richardson County Treasurer's Office in Falls City confirmed late payments from the past decade and showed us where we could check the rest. The owners of about 600 of the county's 10,000 properties pay their taxes late in a given year. The Nebraska Association of County Officials, which represents county treasurers, says fewer than 1 in 10 properties statewide pay late in a given year. John Cannon, the group's executive director, set the number at about 4 to 7%. Around 2% wait so long they risk more than a penalty.
The potential is that it could go to a tax sale, which means that an investor or some other person comes in and pays that principal amount. And after 3 years, if they don't redeem it at the 14% interest, then they could lose their property.
Paying late hits local governments and schools too.
The political subdivisions that, when they set up their budget and they say, well, here's the value we have to levy against, that's going to leave a little bit of a hole in their budget too. So the political subdivisions are going to be affected as well.
Herbster and his firms have also paid late in other states, including taxes on property in Virginia, Iowa, and a $500,000 house in Kansas City he describes as a guest home. He nearly lost 2 properties in Colorado for being years late paying his 2008 property taxes. Unfiled paperwork by a buyer at a tax sale let him hold on to it in 2013. One place Herbster has never been late is his $1.5 million condo on the Omaha riverfront. That's where Herbster's campaign says he spends many nights. Conklin, Herbster's best-known company, owns the condo and pays its taxes on time. In May, the Richardson County Treasurer's Office confirmed our reporting that many of Herbster's local properties had been late as recently as 2018. That contradicted how Herbster described the problems before. He had blamed the late payments on several years of cash flow problems he ran into after buying the Conklin Company from its family owners in the 1990s. He now says those problems lasted at least 2 decades, and that new ones reared their head when his wife Judy, who helped run his companies, died.
I was convinced that we could turn the company around in 5 years. It took us 20 years, so it took us 4 times longer than I planned. And those were difficult times, and it was difficult most of the 29 years we owned the business till about the last 5 to 7 years. All of our work and all of our effort finally started to pay off.
He says he made a conscious choice to pay his property taxes late, and he wouldn't sell land to pay his taxes. He says he promised his grandma he wouldn't.
I always voted for making sure our people were safe, and I figured out I'll do the best I can with my property tax when I can. I think the most important thing is they were all paid. I always paid my property tax, even though they were late. I paid a significant high interest rate, much higher than you could have got at the bank, but when you owed as much money as I could, you couldn't borrow anything at the bank. It really didn't hurt anybody except me. It didn't hurt the county because they actually had a good investment at a high interest rate of money. And I think I would answer it in this way and say that if I had to do it over today, I would do the same thing I did, because there wasn't one distributor or one employee that ever got their check late.
In 2014, Herbster was late on more than $36,000 in Richardson County property taxes. That same year, he gave Nebraska gubernatorial candidate Bo McCoy nearly $2 million for his run. We asked Herbster how he found the money to donate millions to political candidates, including former President Donald Trump, but paid his taxes late.
I'm always going to choose people first. And so I was going to do everything possible when they asked me for help. I guess probably maybe my number one mistake in my life is it's hard for me to say no.
Herbster's highest profile opponent in the Republican primary for governor, University of Nebraska Regent Jim Pillen, declined to comment. So did State Senator Brett Lindstrom of Omaha, who is mulling a run. Governor Pete Ricketts, who has criticized Herbster before, also declined. Many Nebraska Republicans we spoke with said they were wary of taking sides in a GOP primary, a primary that Herbster could win. Jane Klebb, the Nebraska Democratic Party's chairwoman, said Republicans appear afraid of their base, which backs Trump and might like Herbster. She said Herbster's cavalier attitude about his taxes offers Democrats an opening in 2022, once they get a capable candidate into the race.
And I'm sorry, but you don't get a break. You have paid your property taxes late more than 500 times. That is a pattern. That is a habit. It is an indicator that you're unfit for office. It means that we can't trust you.
You know, I think you've got all types of people across the state. And there are many people who did everything perfectly, did it by the book, and I applaud those individuals. But as a governor, I also have a huge understanding for those people that couldn't do it and couldn't make it. And unless you've walked in those shoes, you just don't get it.
Aaron Sandiford, 3 News Now.
Aaron spoke with several Republicans who told him off camera they do not believe Herbster was late because he needed money to pay his employees. They pointed to other spending that could have been cut, including those donations that he mentioned.